Okay guys, I know what you guys thinking right now. Where is the layout and sprite Xenon? Now I'm gonna be frankly honest. When I was talking about support, and when I was talking, if I see the support going down, I will stop doing them. I was straight for real. So I've been checking out the support, and I've seen that my standard video uploaded one day before my layout and sprite actually got more support than my layout and sprite video. And when I was saying where is the limit, I was at least imagining in my head that my layout and sprite would have got at least a little more support than my regular normal style videos, but I was wrong. And you know, when you have like 7,000 views on a particular video and you got like 230 likes on that layout and sprite video, of course, and you have another video that's standard, you know, there's just standard screen, full screen, and you have 300 likes, that kind of gives you knowing that you know, people are lazy. And I'm sorry, but because of those lazy people, I'll need to stop doing it. I cannot go back and say let's keep on doing it and like think that I will get support, because I know I will, but the support will fall eventually after time. And I feel like you know what, one warning was enough, and now it's gone. So the opportunity was there, but people were lazy. So if you have you know, some stuff to talk about, just go there and talk to those lazy people. But that's really all I gotta say. You know, I just feel like those kind of videos deserve way more support, but they will actually get less. So let's get started. As you can see, he did switch out to Grumpig. He was kind of fearing the Stone Edge, and you know, it's cool. Kind of gives me think his Grumpig needs to be defensive. Kind of gives me think he's a Calm Minder, and we will see. So he's gonna go to his Crobat, predict the Toxic, predict the Braybird, his more bulky variant. He may predict the Toxic at that turn. Most yeah, I'm kind of expecting to roost here, so I'm gonna Earthquake. So I'm gonna make a good play, and I guess he was trying to Toxic my Mandibuzz. On the other hand, he was taking the opportunity to roost on my Mandibuzz, but we both switch on the same turn. And here I was debating, if he switches out, he's gonna get dominated, but if he stays in, you know, it's all cool, because eventually I'm gonna take him down to a point where he's gonna be forced to switch out, but Stealth Rocks are gonna do its toll. So what I'm gonna do here is, I believe I was predicting, no I was not, I would just keep on using the Earthquake. Yeah, I was actually predicting the roost, but he didn't do that. He's playing a little more smart. Now I was thinking, you know what, he may predict another Earthquake, but he actually does go for the roost. And I believe this turn I'm gonna go for Stone Edge. I may be wrong. No, I go for Earthquake one more time. So I'm kind of trying to, you know, it's a mind play here, and he actually survived. So that really does show me it's a more defensive variant, defensive Crobat. You know, those are kind of beast. But if he switches out, that Crobat's mainly that he doesn't have a Rapid Spinner. That's all I can tell you. And yeah, okay, so he's gonna roost away. I'm gonna Stone Edge this turn. Yeah, this is one of those turns I was talking about. Then again, I should have just Earthquake, played safe, because even with leftover support, you know, he's not gonna go anywhere, because Stealth Rocks would have just taken him out. Just played safe. Now this turn he should have switched out, but I guess he was thinking I was Stone Edge again, but I didn't. I keep on using the Earthquake, because I kind of feel like he was kind of predicting the Stone Edge, predicting. Then again, is Poison gonna take me out? So he would have not Super Fang. You know, it's, yeah, I don't know why he's staying there, but I guess it will do. It was a double down, so you know, it's cool. So he's gonna go to that guy. I'm predicting some certain fighting move, and I'm gonna make a great play here. This was a pretty professional move, I gotta say. I don't play all of my high and mighty, but this was a really professional move. Brick Break gives me knowing it's not Life Orb, gives me thinking it's choice in some way, maybe Scarf, judging by the damage. Predict him to switch out. I'm gonna trick his incoming Aggron. Now this turn I'm gonna take this opportunity and show him I have the mighty hidden power. Fighting for a second, I was trying to say hidden power. Yeah, people love that. Hidden power. I should have gone back to it and just pronounce it like that. But nah, I don't know. Let me know. Should I pronounce it hidden or hidden? I'm kinda known for pronouncing it hidden. Yeah, like a signature Nah, but okay, so I'm kind of debating, you know, a Night Slash is gonna take me out. Well, it's not gonna take me out, bearing as long as he doesn't get a crit, but he actually predicts my switch goes for Retaliate, and that works out for me. I was just there to take him out. The reason I'm using a Trigger max special attack in Cresselia is because it's not that obvious. And Cresselia is a big threat in rarely used. I'm using a rarely used team if you still don't know. And I'm gonna talk about this later on at the end of this video. You know, the game is going pretty fast, so I actually trick up with Swallow. I don't know why he didn't protect. You know, he should have protect, being just straight safe, but he didn't do that. And I don't know why he Braver. I guess predicting my switch, but he should have just played safe. Then again, if I would have just go for the side, it would have been a far better choice. But hey, just for the loss, you know, we did steal that, you know, that item of him, and he didn't burn himself, so he didn't get the guts. That's well as being a goner with the Stealth Rock support, as well as being he's got terrible attacks without that item of his. You know, he's really not gonna do much. Plus his facade is just half damage because he doesn't get a burn. So that is quite frankly, you know, it's been working for me, but it did kind of cost my Cresselia, so I should have just Psychic away to take it out, because Modest would have been enough against that Swell of his. He's gonna go to this guy. Yeah, he's gonna activate the Zen mode, which is quite unique, pretty creative. Gotta say, gotta give him some props for using one. You know, you need to have some balls to use something like that, but you know, it's kind of hard to make a moveset for that guy, because I believe once he transforms into his second form, he actually became special base. You know, his special attack is pretty sky high, and his attack is pretty poor. I believe it may work with a substitute, but it's kind of hard to use something like that, you know, when you have the second ability on Hihidroma, which is far greater share force, and Flare Blades is just, you know, powerful. But whatever the case, he's got the berry that raises speed. I don't know, are those berries legal now? Just let me know in the comments below. Don't really care, I'm just asking here as well, get some information going on. And yeah, he's gonna go to Swallow. I'm just gonna... Poison was enough to take down the Hihiroma, which was nice. I didn't see that Hihiroma transforming into the Zen mode, but I guess the poison goes first, so he didn't do that. Yeah, Braybird, even with crit, wasn't enough, because he does have the burn, you know, he does have that extra 50% power, and because of that I'm gonna survive that. Amistar already did her job. He's gonna miss with Focus Blast, I'm gonna miss with Toxic, and here my Mandibus is gonna show how much special bulk she's got. Look at this, Focus Blast is gonna hit, it's not gonna take me out. Like, I was having less than 100 HP, and yet Focus Blast 120 is not gonna take me out. I mean, that's not like a freaking Chansey. That it's still a Grumpig, so it still has more special attack, and no, it still doesn't take me out. So that really does show how bulky this thing is. It's actually so bulky. He's got a Resto Chest, so that's pretty sweet. It gives me knowing that it's definitely a Calm Minded set with Focus Blast, and yeah, pretty sure it needs to have Psychic. I'm gonna go to Crunch. You know, Mandibus is so bulky, I didn't feel like roosting away. That is what I was trying to say back before. Yeah, because I would have eat that Focus Blast like no other, even after, you know, just judging how much he did against me. Not even 100 HP damage after roost, even after being super effective, negating my flying, would have still not taken me out. Crunch didn't take me out, didn't take him out, gives me knowing it's definitely a defensive spread. But Ganon, Head Smash, the reason I Head Smash is just, you know, take him out with something else that is not Flare Blitz, and I still have my Venom off with Focus Sash, so pretty much his game was sealed at that point. So yeah guys, about the rarely used tier, let me know in the comments below what you think about rarely used. Do you enjoy them at the moment? Me, I actually like them a lot. I know Crest is used a lot, you know, really a majority of teams you will ever face in the rarely used, I can easily tell you, are gonna be based around Cresselia core. So, you know, Cresselia is gonna be your main Pokemon in there that's gonna stop stuff cold, especially a Calm Minding set. You know, Cresselia is gonna go up eventually, but now it's in here and we need to deal with it. Sharpedo is gonna be a monster, is a late game sweeper as long as you take down some of his threats that totally block him cold. Yeah, then we have Venomoth with Quiver Dance, Sleep Powder, and Toxic Spike. Toxic Spikes are amazing in this generation because you can see your opponent's team, so you can know if you should put up those Toxic Spikes or if you should just, you know, straight away go for something else, not wasting those 2 turns, because majority of times when you put up the Toxic Spikes, the opponent kind of takes you down that focus edge. You already sleep something else and you put up the 1 layer there, switch out to something, and then take you down to the focus dash if you do have it. But that's pretty much it. But if they have like a poison Pokemon and you already seen that Pokemon on the team preview, you know that you should not put up the Toxic Spike. It's just a waste of time and it's just gonna fuck you up eventually. So, or you may actually, how do we say, put up the Toxic Spike so you can, how do we say, play it smart and force him to switch out to that Pokemon, and you predict that and you switch out to some certain counter, and you know he needs to switch out eventually, and you are 1 turn ahead of him. But that's pretty hard to do, and yet it's pretty risky at the same time because you really need to predict it on the right turn. So yeah, Cresselia, monster. Mandibuzz is a monster. In this tier there will be lots of toxic stallers, that's for sure. And if there's one thing for sure is one weather is gonna come back in the rarely used tier, I'm pretty sure, and that's gonna be Hail. And why Hail is because Moonlight. Hail and Rain Dance affect Moonlight's recovery as well as Sandstorm. So you know, Cresselia is not gonna get that needed recovery she needs to get, and people don't use Rest Cresselia anymore. Maybe a Resto Chesto, but really they're not gonna use the resting leftover one because it's, even with the Cresselia's amazing bulk, the rest mechanic switching out, you are still forced to rest from the beginning as you switch in. Is you know, it's pretty hard to work with, and even with Cresselia's mighty bulk, it's, you know, something is gonna force you to switch out, and after that Cresselia, it's maybe a goner or just your good old Sleep Father, and that's pretty much it. I'm actually using a tricky modest one with hidden power fighting Sahik and something else I still will not tell, just to make it a secret, but it's been working quite great for me because they actually go to like walls and try to wall me, but I trick them like Specs and make them useless, like that Specs aggron back before, which can easily take my hidden power fires, and maybe Claw Sharp and Head Smash, you know, still do a lot to me. Yeah, then again, it all kind of depends what kind of aggron that was, but if he was trying to put up the rocks, he didn't have the chance because, you know, hidden power fighting, and stealth rocks are gonna play a pretty, you know, important role. Now there's one more thing that's gonna play an important role. Then again, this kind of Pokemon play important role in every tier. Those are phasers, and it's always nice to have a whirlwind Pokemon at your disposal, or a roar Pokemon. That's why I'm actually using a Mandibuzz, because Mandibuzz can stop a Calm Mining Crest cold. It can whirlwind it away, and if that's not enough, I can Toxic it. And if that's not enough, he's gonna be forced to rest, or go to a Heal Beller, or Aromatherapy, or any kind of support out there, and go from there. There's gonna be lots of toxic Stolas around just because of the Cresselia, that's for sure, and stealth rocks are important in pretty much any tier out there, but there are lots of Pokemon in here that are kind of weak to it, especially Moltres and Mandibuzz. Stuff are actually pretty fun in this tier. I gotta say, I've been playing like 4 or 5 games now, and I've been enjoying them. So yeah, even after like facing Cresselia in every single game, but for some reason it's still fun, you know. The more you face it, the less problems you have against it, because you kind of get used to it, and you're like, yeah, you know, it's a Cresselia. Like, I have like 4 Pokemon that can freaking Toxic you. Even my offensive guys have Toxic just for you. No, I'm just joking, but yeah, sometimes I do run Toxic on some certain Pokemon, which may sound weird, but no, Toxic is an absolute monster, especially on Pokemon that just people are not gonna see the Toxic coming from that. Tell me what you guys think about the rarely used tier in the comments below, and that will be all for today. Until next time, take care, folks.